Take place here. This is the main road going to Katosi. It's coming from Mokono town and it's going to Katosi. I can show you a view of this town clearly. We have very small other people carrying. You see that man there going with a sack. That is scrap. They collect scrap and get some income out of it, such that they don't go hungry. This is our road taking us to. So brethren, we are continuing to move around the town. This is now the Chungu road, leaving the main road behind, going to Katosi. So we are following Chungu road of the family of the children that we support, and this is the structure of their house. This is the state at which the home is, as you can see, and these are the children that we are supporting. They are here. There are 5 of them. So far these are 4, and then we have the other one who is cooking the other side. This is their kitchen, as you can see. This is the life they are living in. This is the father. He's a widower, does not have the mother. The mother passed on some 2 or 3 years ago, but this is the situation at which these children are living. We support them right from feeding, uniforms, and everything. This is the structure of their house. They have a double-decker kind of bed inside there, and it is a mud and water house, as you can see. During this rainy season, we find it very hard to survive in such a structure, but they are surviving by the mercies of God. This is the road leading us to Christ the King. It is surrounded by these factories. We have this kind of agricultural. So thank you so much. We have this is now the milling machine that I was talking about, which mills the portion that we feed our population. There is this neighborhood. As we are sloping down, see the kind of road that we have. When it rains, these gullies collect a lot of water and make it hard for the children to cross here. Like last time, it overrained. It rained heavily to the extent that the children absented themselves due to mud, floods, and some of them come from very far, and some of them have been transferred because of distance. They cannot be able to come to school every day. Let me take you where these children fetch water from. This is the road they use. They come like this, pass in this muddy road. As you can all see, the water has gathered all here, and we have to find means of crossing to the well. Oh my God, this is it. So let me show you where the well is. This is the road taking you to the well. There is a spring well that was dug by this community to help support people with the water. So this is the way it appears. This is the water well. Finally we are here. This is the kind of water that these children use for drinking. As young as they are, they come here and get this water for survival. So this is how it is. But we are having a problem of getting flu, cough, and typhoid fever, which is frequently disturbing our children, especially the hostelers. So we are praying that if God can help us by the academic year 2023, at least we have this project of water harvested at school, such that we can save the lives of these children, because this is risking life surely. At times we would wish to boil this water for these children, but we find it difficult even to afford the fire or the fuel that is used for boiling the water. So we end up consuming the water unboiled. So that is the situation at which the school is. I brought you to this site. This is a bricklaying site. As you can see, members are here waiting. So, but this is where we want to construct the church. It is in plan, our vision church. So we are praying for provisions that God may provide, at least by the end of this year, according to our vision bearer. We are expecting to start the construction, but our people, it is hard for our people to raise the money that can be used to construct this land. So we are just requesting God to help provide means of putting up this church. The church collapsed some time back. It was a temporary structure, but due to the rains, it collapsed, and therefore we want to put it back here, such that the school hall can remain vacant for a number of activities that takes place around the school. Then I brought you to the school garden. Like you can see, this is the school garden. This is how it is. It is comprising of a number of crops, food crops such as maize, cassava, and beans. This is our school garden. We also have green vegetables that we have put here to help work on the diet of the children. Yeah, this is how we survive. These are our beans. We have also tried to put some potato hips up here, as you can see up there. I told you this is the common food that we eat in this area: maize, beans, and potatoes, so that our children will not lack. By the way, we have lost a number of children. We started with 115 children, but so far we have less than 100. Why? Because many of them have dropped out of school just because of money for food. Their parents could not afford money for food, and a good number of them that are coming, they also come empty-handed. So we devised means of how to cater for these children by hiring this plot of land and planting there some food crops that can help feed the population. But right now this land is on sale. They have put it on market. They want to sell it off. So very soon it might be taken away from our hands, but we are praying that it comes to us. We are praying that God brings it to become a school property, such that our children will not lack food. We are dealing with a very vulnerable number of children, and very many of them, they are orphans. Some of them are living with the single parents, but this population needs help. They truly need help. Sincerely, we are praying that if anybody is touched and can support, let us acquire this land. But if anybody can pray for us, let God provide this land for these children, because this is the work of the Lord. Thank you. Here is where our school entrance is. Can you see the school entrance? It lacks paintings. There is nothing that shows that this is Christ the King Miracle School. But we are praying that if provisions come, we paint this school and try to suit the requirements of the Ministry of Education and Sports. Inside here, this is how the school looks. This place is waterlogged, as you can see. The whole ground is producing water. This is the state at which the school is. We need some to put up trenches here and organize the foundation of this building such that it is not endangered by what we can see. We have trained our children. This is the behind view of our school. This is a trench of water that is passing here every day due to this rains. As you can see, this trench needs to be constructed. Why? Because it is affecting the wall. Behind here is the girls' dormitory, and next of it is the boys' dormitory, the other side. But the walls are affected with this flowing water. This water flows throughout the year. Being that it is in a waterlogged area, a swampy area, the water doesn't dry. So I brought you to the dormitory of the girls. This is the internal view of the dormitory of the girls. This is what we have in here. This is what I was talking about. We have been having all these members present here. But right now, as you can see, there are members, there are beds that are empty, as you can see. And these beds are empty, not because these children don't want to come to school, but because these children have lacked the basic needs and the requirements for the school. That's why we find these beds empty. But last term it was full. Now this term it is empty. We were able to raise the money to set the tiles in here, at least to try to prevent on this coldness. Our children. This is now the boys' dormitory. I've come here to show you the state at which the boys' dormitory is. This is the boys' dormitory. This is how it looks. Like I told you the other side in the girls' dormitory. All the empty beds you see here were occupied last term. All the children were here, but many of them were dependents. But because we could not afford to feed them properly, giving them enough food that can sustain them, the parents decided to make them sit at home. They are no longer at school. So we are requesting whoever can stand with us. It's very hard for us to provide this. But these latrines are almost full. And we have one of the rooms here that has a broken door. But the teachers and the children are using the same. But when you come to ease yourself, a child also comes. Child stands there and stares at you, which is very difficult. So we wanted to separate the teachers' latrine from the children's latrine. Okay, brethren, very good afternoon. As you can see, this is a lesson in progress. This is primary 4 class at Christ the King Primary School. The teacher is there presenting before the learners. You can see. Yeah. Okay, brethren, praise the Lord. My name is John Rebecca. I'm the head teacher of Christ the King Primary School. This class that you see is a class that is learning a skill, a hands-on skill, like you can see. I invented this skill to train these children some kind of holistic education, whereby we are learning how to make doormats, how to artificial useless things. For example, these clothes cuttings, we go to the tailors and collect them. Instead of throwing them out or burning them, we bring them here and teach our children to make doormats. Like you can see, they are very busy making doormats that we are going to use. We are going to use them here at school, whereby when it rains, we can clean our legs when we are entering the offices, and also we can take them home to start on. So this is a finished one. As you can see, someone has already done her activity and it is complete, but it needs trimming. By the time we trim it, it will look very beautiful. We use sacks. These sacks that contain maize flour. After eating our portion, we don't throw away the sacks. We go about collecting these sacks and we bring them. In that way, we are preserving the environment. So we go and collect these clothes, bring them, and we make this kind of doormats. So we are training our children to have at least a skill in their mind
during holidays they can make themselves busy at home and other than loitering in communities, and this can help them also earn a little living, whereby they can sell them cheaply and get some money to buy books and scholastic materials. Thank you so much.
Brethren, this is the women group, Request the King Development Association. These are some of the women that have come to do the activity of urban farming. As you can see, everyone with her own sack, they are planting vegetables that we are planning to set a project. So these are some of the members, these are the sacks. We go the other side in the nursery bed and we collect these seedlings, then we put them in these sacks. We collect the soil and put in the sacks, then it stays for some few days as it cools down from the moisture before we can plant these things. As you can see, they are very busy doing their work, and some of them are the other side in the nursery bed. Oh, this is it. It is called Sukuma Wiki in local language. Ugandans enjoy it so much as a side dish. It accompanies beans, meat, chicken, etc. This one is sold in our local markets. Thank you, members, for that work. So, thank you. So, brethren, a very good afternoon to you. I'm still at Jambo Rebecca, trying to record the activities that are taking place at Quest the King. As you can see, this is the women's group of Quest the King Development Group. We are here in a learning session and we are learning how to make a cake. As you can see, we are having our moderator there who is trying to mix up the ingredients that make up that composition of a cake. So these members are attentive towards that course. As you can see, members are very interested in this session. Down here we have a charcoal stove. This cake is going to be locally made. As you can see, we are going to have sand put on the saucepan and set on fire. We create a hole in there where the other small saucepan sits, that has that mixture of all the ingredients that make up that cake. So as the sun is setting, the other side they are mixing up the ingredients, and that is the first step. So that is a learner trying to mix up the first step of cake making. Members are boiling, as you can see. Thank you.
Like this. Turn back. Pasatwine. Sumululako. Musumulako ku buvero obwo. Musumuleko. Sumulako ku buveera birime kuyo nono omwami ono
kino kimpera omwana oli yali agenda okusoma naffe
meno nyatpanyonga nikuna chairman wante kuno
Zano chuchore chieni.
simanya omuntu alina omwana yenkana bwaki kati musumba gojja okumanya abaana benkana
Watch him not.
kola n'akaveera akalala
kubanga kati enkuba ejja
aha jjayoko
tishati
Achore wichieni.
enoteke pia kome echonka
kati buno bwa mwana omwana nga muto abalina abaana abato twalina abaana bangi naye mulimu obw'abaana bungi mujja bulaba mujja mutwale mu kanisa kuba enkuba ejja twalina bebi agende wa pasita ajja musanga
girayo pasita tene jjayoko obuweerako tukwate temubitwala mulireko pasita ave wano
mubitwale mu kyaki
mulireko pasita ave wano mubireete
era ndowooza oba y'abaami oba y'abakyala
Nani tu mimi ojo.
mama sumula ku buveera obwo pasita tene sokoleke pasita tene leka nkwate video
ananga tali popo wi kodongo ngatone amakira nekinga
abaana bwa mwana muwala buno bwa mwana muwala mulimu ne peti
akora win wake tokazo dije
sumula ku buveera obwo leka pasita tene endobe